This is Kelvin Dale, revealing how the Irish helped shape the United States. We go now to the strange sideways journey of how a centuries-old Irish myth crossed the Atlantic, became Americanized, and eventually evolved through corporate marketing. Whether leprechauns are real or not is a question we'll save for another video. But in this one, we'll examine how this mythical creature became part of American culture. Let's get into it. Long before leprechauns were hawking cereal or waving from parade floats like minor league mascots, they lived in Irish folklore. Their origins go back to medieval Ireland, with references popping up as early as the 8th century. Leprechauns were part of the IOC, who were supernatural beings tied to the land and the spirit world. They weren't imaginary friends or party clowns, and were definitely not spokespeople. The original leprechauns in Ireland were solitary cobblers with sharp tongues and high moral codes. They guarded their hidden wealth and weren't afraid to punish greed. And if you happened to catch a leprechaun, you didn't get rich, you got schooled. Leprechauns in those early days weren't exactly family-friendly. They wore red coats, not green, and they looked more like suspicious old craftsmen who knew where the bodies were buried. Their stories came from a culture shaped by rough land, hard survival, and dramatic consequences. They weren't considered cute, but they did demand respect, which was mandatory. Now, you're probably thinking, what is he talking about? Leprechauns don't even exist, and there are many who would agree with you. But in Ireland, there's a man named Kevin Woods who claims he has regular conversations with leprechauns, and many people believe this to be absolutely true. Kevin describes them as intelligent, private beings tied to specific places in the Irish countryside. I'm not saying it's true, but out of respect to this Irish myth, leprechaun stories have been taken seriously over hundreds of years. For now, let's keep an open mind for the respect that Irish people held to the moral lessons of their mythical stories, if not the leprechaun itself. Things started to shift in the 19th century. During the Great Famine of the 1840s, millions of Irish immigrants came to the United States, bringing their culture with them. They also brought their folklore into America. Deep stories and complex traditions were simplified. Folklore stopped being something you respected and slowly became something that was bought and sold. After World War II, the advertising and film industries definitely did what they do. In 1959, Disney Studios released a movie called Darby O'Gill and the Little People, a film that was shot in Ireland with laughing little people dressed in green clothing who were granting wishes and dancing to fiddle jigs. Dangerous fairy folk became lovable scamps. Then came 1964. General Mills rolled out Lucky Charms breakfast cereal. The leprechaun became a cartoon named Lucky, guarding colorful marshmallows instead of ancient gold. His cleverness turned playful. His warnings turned promotional. Irish mythology had become an American marketing platform as a breakfast alternative to its children. St. Patrick's Day followed suit. What began as a religious feast honoring Ireland's patron saint eventually evolved into a full-blown American commercial event. Green outfits, parades, bar specials. The leprechaun became the logo, and history took a back seat to happy hour. American corporations didn't just borrow a myth, they remodeled it. A cautionary figure became a marketing asset. The leprechaun lived on, but now with a brand manager and corporate backing. Where did this trail of discovery take us? It showed how Irish folklore survived the journey, adapted to America, and got repackaged for mass consumption. It also proved, at least in America, that even ancient legends are no match for a good old American ad campaign. Thanks so much for watching. If you are Irish, your roots are from Ireland, or would like to be among the honorary Irish, you're at the right place. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, click on the notification bell, or even leave me a comment. Until next time, keep that Irish twinkle in your eye.